Hello there, and welcome back to Building Boys. Time for our weekly catch-up. How have you been? Good, I hope. How's your day been? My day has sucked. Honestly, today has been crap. Just absolutely horrible. But it is what it is, so for now, innit? The kids are at camp, so it's deathly quiet in Building the Boys Towers. And I don't like it. It's too quiet. Now, parents of children of a certain age know what I'm talking about. We're used to chaos, we're used to noise. So silence makes you jump. All of a sudden, you go, it's too quiet. Quiet's never good, right? When you've got kids of a certain age, quiet is never good. Quiet makes you go, they're up to something. If it's quiet, something bad has happened. So it's really weird. Getting used to it is very weird. It's nice because I've had lots of time to kind of build, and me and my wife got to spend some time together and watch some movies and stuff. It's been lovely. But at the same time, I miss them and I miss them a lot, you know? So what have we been up to? Well, Titanic. So Titanic was, it's a month of the crane, right? So it was like crane. So 3 cranes. But annoyingly, you'll notice one of the Titanics isn't up yet. It will be. It'll be up tomorrow. All of the data was corrupted. So everything I filmed of the Titanic, I had to do again. So it's never happened before, and touch wood, it'll never happen again. But I filmed it all, and all the data was corrupted. I couldn't edit it together. It wouldn't have it. It was useless. And I was like, that's helpful. So I literally had to do it all again. So I had to take some of it apart so I could rebuild it again, which was just bloody annoying. But yeah, it's what it is. So I've got to the last one, which is all filmed now. I literally did it before we started this. It's all done. So that will be up tomorrow. I would say tonight, but it won't be. It'll be tomorrow. But yeah, it was annoying. It's never happened to me before. I had one once with just no sound recorded at all. But that was just a catch up. So that was easy. It was like, okay, let's catch up and just babble again. When it's a model, it's different. I'm like, I'm going to take this bloody thing apart. And that's exactly what I did. Thankfully, I had no intention of filming all the cranes. Now, I've had criticism for cutting away and not showing the full build. I'm like, I don't cut away. Whenever I cut away, it's because I'm just putting screws in, right? And it's like, do you really want to see, I mean, sometimes like 20 screws. Do you really want to see me put 20 screws in? Probably not. But I thought, I'm not building 3 cranes on camera because it's the same bloody crane. It's just the same crane 3 times. So I thought, what's the point? So fortunately, I'd filmed myself build 1 crane. The day it was corrupted, but I still had the 3rd crane to build. And I thought, okay, well, that's where it took quite a while. So that wasn't so bad, but everything else had to come apart. It just bloody annoying. So the big news this week in the world of models is this one. So the Ford Falcon Interceptor, otherwise known as the Mad Max car, we all know what it is, has now kind of gone live on Hachette's website. So if you head over to Hachette, you will see this on the front page, meaning it's gone to a full run. So you can, at the moment, as of recording this right now, all you can do is sign up to be emailed when it goes fully live, which is going to be any day. It feels like they're just putting the website together. What can I tell you about it? Not much, because I don't have full details. It might have changed from when we did the really early kind of look at it when they were running the test. I don't know what gifts you can get with this. I'd hazard a guess at some sort of tin poster, a pen, a key ring, a mug. You know, it's the normal stuff. But they don't have the Mad Max license. That's what they don't have. Now, I don't know if they couldn't get it or if they just didn't bother. Because to be honest with you, that car just looks like that. You don't need to pay for the Mad Max license. And if not paying for the license means we get the model, and it means that we also don't have to pay a premium because they're having to cover the license fee, Great, because we all know it's the Mad Max car. We just do. It's one of those things. It's a bit like you could theoretically do Christine. So you could do the Christine from Stephen King's Christine, the Plymouth Fury, the 1958 Plymouth Fury. You could just do it. You don't have to get the license from Stephen King to do a Plymouth Fury. You just got to get the license from, Plymouth. That's it. That's all you need. Same thing with this one. So it is the Mad Max car and everything but name. I mean, it's even like the apocalyptic version. What's nice about this one, I've never seen this on a pirate model before. I mean, if it exists, I don't remember seeing it anywhere. Agora might have done one that did it, but I don't remember that. This one's got, I say working, but I use that word lightly. It's got a working motor. So unlike the Dodge Charger, the similar one that the most similar car to this was the Dodge Charger that Fan Home did, that had the air scoop on the front of it. Well, this one's got the turbo in the front of it, but it moves. So this thing will vibrate and move inside the bonnet, or the hood if you're American, and the fan belts move, and it moves. It's a mechanical engine, which is nice, and it's got the flashing police lights, it's got the sounds, all the bells and whistles. Looks really nice. It does look like it's going to be available in stores. From the literature on the very basic website that's there at the moment does state that it's weekly, which was just available in stores, which also means it's probably not going to follow the same model as the U-boat and the Alien, because that was my concern. They were going to say you got to buy 12 packs at once. But it doesn't appear so. That might change, but as of right now, it doesn't appear so. It also looks like there's a premium option where you can get a case for this thing as well. But it looks nice, man, and I can't wait. And I know my old mate Aussie Phil is psyched about this one. So it's coming, Phil. It's coming. We're getting the Interceptor. And I can't wait. So I can't talk about Mad Max for 120 issues. Now, if you've watched any of my videos, you'll know that whenever we do one of these builds, we always have a chat at the end about something themed to it. So I can't speak about Mad Max for 120 issues. I just can't, because there's not enough Mad Max to talk about. I mean, without, you'd really be scraping the barrel on that one. Because there's 5 movies? Then that's it. I mean, there's 4 movies, one very loosely based Mad Max movie. So what we're going to do, I haven't quite decided what the format's going to be yet, but we are going to focus on 1970s and 80s apocalyptic action movies. So kind of sci-fi future action movies. That I can talk about all day long. So we're going to cover everything from some great unknown Australia movies. We're also going to make sure, so every month we do a pack, I'm going to make sure we do at least one Australian movie in that set, because there are some fantastic ones that you've heard of and some you probably haven't heard of. So we're definitely going to have a look at the new wave Australian movies that came out, because Mad Max was the forerunner of that. Mad Max, funnily enough, I mean, a lot of people know this, it held a record for 20 years. So Mad Max came out in 1979, and it cost $100,000 to make, and it made $100 million at the box office, making it the most profitable film of all time. And it held that record for 20 years. It held that record until 1999. It cost $40,000 to make it. It made $100 million at the box office, making it the most profitable movie of all time. And it held that record until 1999, and it was knocked off that throne by the Blair Witch Project. The Blair Witch Project, I believe, took $150 million and cost $38,000 to make. But I believe Mad Max is certainly still in the top 5. I don't know if it's in the top 3, but I believe it's still in the top 5 of most profitable films of all time. If you're wondering what some of the other ones are, Deep Throat is one of them. It's one of the most profitable movies ever made. I can't say I've seen it myself. It's a little bit too racy for my taste, but yeah, apparently that's one of them. But yeah, Mad Max held that record for 20 years, and rightfully so. I mean, Mad Max is a funny one as well. I mean, we'll go more into this when we do the build, but Mad Max is one of those ones that didn't get a wide release in America. It didn't. So when Mad Max 2 was released in America, it was released under the title The Road Warrior. It wasn't called Mad Max 2, it's just called Mad Max The Road Warrior. It's why Mad Max 3 isn't called Mad Max 3, it's called Mad Max Beyond Thunderdome. They dropped the numericals. It's weird, right? But in England, we're like, well, that's Mad Max 3. It's just Mad Max Beyond Thunderdome. So now you know. And those are the rip-roaring insights you're going to get when we build our Apocalyptic Falcon. But I can't wait for that. It's going to be a lot of fun. And it times out well as well, because I think by the time that one launches, we should about be coming to the end of Titanic, sadly, because I've really enjoyed Titanic. We've only got 12 left. So there's only 12 issues of Titanic left, which is, it's nice, but it's sad at the same time. It's going to be emotional to see that one go. Now, that one should finish. Now, even though that sounds like, well, 12 issues, 3 months, not really, because it's 4 every 4 weeks. So we should, theoretically, get the next 4 in 2 weeks' time, 2.5 weeks-ish. And then by the time we get the last 4, it should literally be the dying days of October. Halloween, it should theoretically be on Halloween that we get the last Titanic parts. And then I would imagine the Falcon will start around about that time. So it's beautiful to me. It's a nice crossover. It's kind of similar with what's going on with the Gauntlet. I'll come to that in a minute. But the Gauntlet appears to have ended in time for the Dalek. So it's beautiful timing for me. It really is, because we are doing the Dalek as well. Gauntlet, which I mentioned. So I was going to bring it back to the channel. Because I thought, you know what, Fan Home are trying, and I mean, I don't know, it's 2 steps forward, 1 step back, because I've now got more Gauntlet shenanigans where parts are missing. So I got a message, everyone got a message saying that there was going to be an issue short from last month's pack. We were told that we were going up to 71, and we were told we haven't got 71. So you're only going to get 4 in this one instead of 5. And you're like, okay, but we're not going to charge you 5, we're going to charge you 4. And so, okay, so you're going to get 67, 68, 69, and 70. You won't get 71. Okay. So I got a message from Penny over at Penny's Pit Stop to say, you better check your pack because I've had a problem. And I'm like, okay, so check my pack. And I got 67, 68, 69, and 71, the one they said we weren't going to get. But I got the magazine for 70, no magazine for 71. So it's like, So I've got part 71, but magazine 70. I don't have part 70. I'm like, Then I got another message saying, sorry to tell you this, but we've got a part missing from the next one. So it was like, oh, another one. So not just 70 is missing, now there's another one missing from the next package. And you're also not getting 70 in the next package. I'm like, right, so the one that was missing from last month, we're not getting in this month, and there's another one missing from this month. Not exactly setting the world on fire, are you, fellas? So I was told in this one we were getting 71, 72, 73, 74, and 75. And I was like, okay. And then what's turned up is 72, 73, 74, 75, and 76. So there's no part missing from it. We're just still missing part 70, even though there's a part missing from it. We were also supposed to get a t-shirt in this one that we didn't get. But the delivery note states you get a t-shirt, which we don't. It also states we get part 71, which we don't, because we've already had that. That came in the last one. It's like, Jesus Christ. So we're missing part 70, and they don't know what the hell they're sending out when they're sending it out. But now the whole kind of schedule is shot to shit, and no one really knows what's going on. It's like, great stuff. So, look, accidents happen, I get it, but buyer beware is what I say. Look, I'm not going to badmouth Fan Home, I'm not. All I can say is what my experience of dealing with them has been, and this is what my experience of dealing with them has been. If you want your Megazord, or you want your Robocop, or you want your whatever it is they're doing through there, I will just say what I've said before, buyer beware. This is what's currently happening at the moment. You are aware that people are having problems getting their shipments on Ecto and on the DeLorean and everything else. If you're aware of that and you're fine with that and you still want to go ahead and buy, okay. But this is the thing. I personally won't enter into another subscription with them until they sort all this out. I'm not saying you not to. I'm just saying me personally, that's where I am with it. So when I have to choose what my next things are going to be, I am leaning more towards Hachette and Agora, even though Fan Home do have some very nice models. The reliability just isn't there for me. And when we're spending this much money, I need that to be there. I don't want to keep bitching about Fan Home. I don't think I am. I think I'm just saying you need to be aware. You need to be aware that's what's currently happening. It's a bit like if you've ever bought anything from Zavvi. Zavvi's service is spotty at best. I mean, you'll either get something the next day or you'll be waiting for it for 2 months. But if you know that, and then you go ahead and buy anyway, it's kind of on you. And that's what I'm saying. So it's like, you know, fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me. And that's exactly where it is. So it's what it is. I'm sure they'll sort it out, but it's I can't. I mean, I can't bring it as a thing on the channel because we haven't got that one, so we can't carry on building. So it's what it is. I just want this gauntlet finished, to be honest with you. It looks nice. I mean, this is the thing. I will never fault their models. Their models are beautiful. Their models are really nice. It's just a shame that the reliability isn't there, you know. But yeah, that's the way it is. Other things have come up. So there is a new 40k Warhammer collection over on Hachette now. So again, that's just gone live, so you can sign up for that one as well. It's not something we'll be doing. The kid was doing 40k and Warhammer through school. They had a club at school where you could. It was good. It was kind of sponsored by Warhammer as well, so they were giving out the little Marines that they could build at school. But unfortunately, the guy running the class just sucked all the joy clean out of it. So most of the kids just quit. They were like, I can't deal with this guy. Like my boy said to me, said, Dad, this is an after school thing. I don't want to have to put up with this. I'm like, okay. He just ruined it. He just drained the fun clean out of it. So my kid kind of lost interest in it. But I will say this, if you are into Warhammer, unlike a lot of part works, the Warhammer part works are massive value for money. They are huge value for money. Not every, I mean, in total they are. If you buy all of them, you will have a significant saving. Now, you are going to get issues where it's just paints. And you'll look at it and go, were these 3 tins of paint worth a tenner? Yeah, they probably were. But you will get ones where I swear to you, you'll get in 50, 60, 70 quid's worth of stuff for 10 quid. And it's a bargain, it really is. So if you want to get into Warhammer, this is one of the best ways to do it. It genuinely is, because you will get a decent mix of stuff. You'll get everything from terrain to vehicles to Marines to the whole lot. And it genuinely is value for money. You get some very nice ones offered to you. And it's totally worth it. I would, if the kid was more into it, I'd sign up to it. I would, because it's money. There's a decent save in there. There really is. It's nice. What have we been up to? We have been watching. So I watched 3 movies whilst the kids weren't here. The first one was terrible. I watched one called The Watcher. Now, it's not to be confused with the recent one that's come out with the fairies in the woods and whatnot. It's not The Watched. This was called The Watcher. It was like a thriller, like a horror movie, about a girl that moves to Hungary, can't speak the language, and she's convinced she's been stalked. It's got an interesting premise. It was just dull. It was really boring. It was really dull. I was like, ugh. And then I watched, and it took me a long time to come around to watching this, but I thought, and I couldn't watch it because the kids wouldn't watch it. Kids would just flat refuse because they're teenage boys and, slightly idiotic. I watched Barbie because I'd heard a lot of people said, "Oh, you need to see it. It's not what you think it is." And it is what I thought it was, to be honest with you. There was no surprise for me there. I was like, yeah, that's about what it is. Did I enjoy it? I did enjoy it. I thought it was a good movie, but I think they really, really, really overused the word patriarchy. I don't know how many times the word patriarchy appears in that movie. I would imagine it's close to triple figures, which is great and all. And again, sisters, I'm with you. I support you. You should totally have equal rights. But I think their idea of what patriarchy is seriously differs from mine. Because again, I'm from England. So, I mean, it was only, 3 years ago, that 4 of the 5 most powerful jobs in the UK were held by women. Prime Minister was a woman, the Queen, the head of the Metropolitan Police was female. So you kind of look at it going, okay, well, where's this patriarchy then? Because I'm not making anywhere near as much money as these ladies. It's one of those things where there aren't enough female CEOs. I agree with that. There aren't enough female CEOs. But, there's also not enough female sewage workers or bricklayers, but nobody seems to be falling over themselves to take that job. Do you know what I mean? So it's like, don't let the media, skew the actual view of what the real world is. But I enjoyed Barbie. If you take away from it, it was very funny. It was very tongue-in-cheek, and I thought it was a good movie. The other one that I watched was Wicked Little Letters. I really enjoyed that. I don't know if you've seen that one, but that's a good one as well. It's about, and the reason why I like it is because it deals with a history that I particularly like. I like almost forgotten history. These weird stories that just kind of get forgotten. And this was one of them. This was quite the scandal. This made like national news, and it was about a small town where somebody was sending poison pen letters, nasty letters, but very, very sweary letters, very funny sweary letters, to one of the residents. So she was getting some fairly horrendous letters sent to her. And so were some of the others. But this all blew up, and they blamed it on the Irish girl that lived next door to her. And it's a hell of a movie. It's got Olivia Colman in it and Jessie Buckley. It's well worth your time. It's on Netflix. If you haven't seen Wicked Little Letters, I highly recommend it. It's very funny, but it's got some very colourful language in it. So just be aware of that going in. But I really enjoyed it. I have been building as well. I've been building like a madman, but stuff that I'm constricted to when I can release it. So next week there will be 3, I think. 2. Well, there'll be at least 2. Put it that way. There'll be at least 2 models coming up on the channel next week that I've been given, but I've been given a set date that they can be released because they're not publicly available yet. But the one's beautiful. It's really nice. It's very different to anything else I've done, and surprisingly nice. And I put it together with the kids here. It was just a dream. It was so quiet. I just got to sit at the table and was like, this is nice. This is nice. So we did that. We also did the cafe bookstore, which you may have seen up on the channel. Really nice. That one was from Funhole. It's the second one in their City Life range. And putting them all together and lighting them up is gorgeous. They look so nice. And get involved, man. Seriously, they're really nice, because the people over at Lego, I don't know, seem to have dropped the ball recently. Nothing really is coming out that looks great. That said, Lego have just announced a bunch of sets. So they've shown the early images of Jack Skellington's house. So in a couple of weeks, they're releasing the Nightmare Before Christmas set. And it does look very nice. I nearly did one on the channel, and it wasn't from Lego. It was an off-brand thing, and I very nearly did one on the channel. I was showing me mate Mark it the other day, and then literally the day after I showed it to him, I said, I might do this, because it was only like 30 quid. I said, I might do this. This Jack's house lights up. It's lovely. Literally the next day, Lego were like, hey, we're doing this. And I was like, damn it. And I don't want to build something that's knowingly a knockoff on the channel. I don't want to, this is a stolen intellectual property. I didn't want to do that. But it looks nice. To be fair, the one that I was going to build compared to the actual Lego one is night and day. The Lego one looks fantastic. It's got a lot of figures with it. You get Jack and Sally, and you get the moon, and it looks lovely. It looks really nice. You know what? Here it is. This is this one. It's nice, right? It looks really nice. But then like I said, they did announce 2 sets for next year. Now they have just done the Jaws set. Now I got given for my birthday, I got a Jaws brick build from Corbin, and it looks really nice. It looks really nice, and I can't wait to put that together. I just got to find the time to do it. But it's not the Lego one. The Lego have done a version of it as well. I think the one I've got looks better, if I'm honest with you. I think it looks a lot better, and I can't wait to put it together, because compared to the Lego one, I've got restrictions that other people don't. So the one I've got, I think looks better than the official one. But I can't wait to put that one together. So they did that. So I mean, that's something I suppose is kind of Lego. But they have just announced next year they have 2 sets which are very in my wheelhouse, and I think a lot of us wheelhouses, because I mean, we're all kind of the same age. They have got a Gremlins set. So this is the first official Gremlins set they've done, and they have done Gremlins Lego before. They've done it twice. So the first time they did it was part of the video game they did, which was Lego Dimensions, and you could get it was Gizmo's car, a Polaroid camera, a minifigure of Stripe, and a minifigure of Gizmo, and it was a Toys to Life game. But that was it. They then did the Gremlins again. They appeared in a Lego Batman set. If you've seen the Lego Batman movie, at the end of it, a load of characters and a load of different properties appear in it. And they did a very large Batman set that came with a couple of Gremlins. But that's it. That's the only time they've done it. What they're doing this time is not something that's minifigure size. They're doing a large buildable Gizmo. So it's so big, but you build him. So it's Gizmo. And it looks quite nice. But so they've officially done a Gremlins set. They also, and this is one that I just know is going to fly off the shelves, They are doing a Goonies set, and it is massive. So I would imagine this thing's going to be around about the 300 or 400 quid range. It just is. But it comes with One-Eyed Willy's ship. It's got all of the little caverns and traps and whatnot. It looks amazing. It looks absolutely amazing. And it comes with all of the Goonies and the Fratellis as well, along with Sloth. It looks absolutely stunning. But I mean, at the moment, that's just the idea of it. So they've not shown the finished version of it. I would imagine they're going to downscale it a little bit. So the original Home Alone house was a submitted idea. They did downscale it quite a lot compared to what it was. But this one is huge and it looks amazing. And there's so much love for the Goonies. I can see this thing flying off shelves. I really can. But again, this isn't the first time they've done the Goonies, because they did do it for Disney not Disney Infinity, Lego Dimensions. They did it for that. So my boy had the Goonies level pack, and it came with Sloth, a little One-Eyed Willy's ship, and I want to say the bone piano I think it came with as well. So there is a Sloth minifigure that exists. My son's got it. And Lego Dimensions did a lot like that. So he's got a lot of Lego figures that they were one and done. So he's got Beetlejuice, for example. They did Beetlejuice. They did E.T. So he's got that. They did Ethan Hunt from Mission Impossible. They also did B.A. Baracus. So he's got a Mr. T minifigure as well. But yeah, they did some good ones. But they never, and everyone thought, oh, we get sets, and we never did. And Goonies is one of those ones where people have been asking for a Lego set for it for years, so it's going to be amazing to see it done. We will be having the live build in September. I will confirm on the next one. I'll confirm the date for you, and it will be the one that won, which was the Breaking Bad campervan brick build. That's what we'll be doing. I have got a bunch of builds that I've put together for a Halloween build. So for the last Saturday in October, we're going to do a spooky live build. So rather than be round and round and round and round, it'll just be a single round. And these are the ones we're doing, and these are the ones we're going to be building. The one you pick. There is a music box. I can tell you that now. So there's a wooden build music box, which is lovely. It plays the Addams Family theme tune, lights up. It's got vampires and ghosts, and it's beautiful. We're going to throw Audrey 2 back in there for voting, because that was always done really well, but never quite won. So the brick build Audrey 2 will be an option. There is a brick build Christine. So if you like Christine, that's going to be an option. There is a wooden kit of a Halloween town. There is a wood build haunted house. There is a cardboard build haunted house. And there is this one that I stumbled across, which I thought was interesting, because I'd never seen it before. Now, it doesn't come with any figures. So I'll tell you that now. There's no, as far as I'm aware, it comes with no figures. Sometimes these things tell them they've got figures in them. I don't think this does. But I saw this. I like this. So this is going to be one that we can vote for. If it wins, brilliant. If it doesn't, oh well. But we will be voting. This will be an option. Now, you're either looking at that and thinking, oh, you got really excited, or you're looking at it going, I have no idea what that is. That's the cabin from Evil Dead. So that's not just the cabin from Evil Dead, it comes with a car. And that car part next to it has appeared in every Sam Raimi movie. So every movie Sam Raimi has made since Evil Dead, that car's been in it, including the 3 Spider-Man movies he made, Drag Me to Hell, and any Sam Raimi movie, that was in it, including the Doctor Strange movie he directed. That car was in it. And I just thought, oh, I like that. That's because I like the Evil Dead movies. So I saw that cabin and thought, that's got to be one. So we're going to put that in there as well to vote on. But we will be doing a Halloween live build as well. So that'll be fun. I love Halloween. I've already started recording content for Halloween. Well, this is the thing as well. When I get my kind of critics, that, you don't put anything up, it doesn't mean I'm not filming. Just because I haven't edited a bit, it doesn't mean I'm not making. So I've started filming content for Halloween and Christmas, believe it or not, as well, because I need to get ahead of the curve. If I'm going to put additional stuff on, I need to get ahead of the curve. So I've started filming Halloween stuff already. So we will be bringing back Spooky Tales of building the boys. So there will be the Spooky Tales will be back on. I'm doing a lot of kind of micro builds, little builds over Halloween. They are just, they're just quick little builds, and they're not great big in-depth things. They're just fun things you can build over Halloween, because I love Halloween, man. I don't know what it is. I absolutely adore Halloween. I love it. And I love Christmas as well. It's very fashionable to say you don't like Christmas, but I love Christmas. I'm an absolute nerd for Christmas, and I am an even bigger nerd for Halloween. counting it down. I can't wait. There's a really nice countdown calendar to Halloween from Funko. They did a horror one that we had. So we actually had the horror one. We got these little. I've got one here. We got these little ones in. There's the little David from the Lost Boys. He was in there. But they've done a new one. So they redid the Halloween one and it sucked. They'd only put like 2 new ones in there. And it was all the ones they'd done before in the last one. But they've just done a new one in time for this Halloween. And it's those mini Funko Pops. But they're of Treehouse of Horrors. So if you like The Simpsons Treehouse of Horrors, it's those. There are 13. So it's a 13-day countdown. And the last one's a double, which I assume, I don't know it is, I assume it's a double, that it'd be Kang and Kodos. I mean, I think that would make perfect sense. But if you like Treehouse of Horror, I love Treehouse of Horror. So again, me and the kid will watch those, all of them, of Halloween. If you like Treehouse of Horror, that's coming out. If I've got a picture of it, I'll show it you now. If I haven't, you're going to see Sid James on the rally chopper. Let's have a look. It's beautiful, right? How nice is that? It's. I think that's, unless you've just seen Sid James. I don't think you have. I think you've probably seen the Funko calendar. But how cool is that? It's really nice. And I think we're going to get that. I got a Amazon voucher for my birthday, so that'll be a nice chunk off of that. So I think that's what we're going to go for. That is about all from me. Titanic will, again, I've sorted, re-recorded the entire bloody thing, so that will be up. It'll be tomorrow. I'm going to say tonight. Maybe tonight, but I wouldn't hold your breath. It'll be tomorrow. Yeah, it'll be tomorrow. There was something else I had to tell you, and for the life of me, I can't remember what it is, and that's me getting old. It'll come to me. I'll finish this. I'll get halfway down the stairs and go, God damn it. I'll have to tell you next time. That is... Nope, it's gone. What a drag it is getting old. That is all from me. If you haven't yet, please remember to like and subscribe. You can contact us at buildingtheboys@outlook.com, and in a world where you can be anything at all, just be nice, man. I wish more people would take that advice, but just be nice. It makes the world a better place. It really does. Take care, and I'll see you very, very soon. More from Building the Boys. Bye-bye.